All right. So what we're doing here is I want to start doing this more often. So once a couple people get in here, I want somebody to try and join the Google Hangout so we can start doing this where like multiple people in the full-time family or whoever wants to can like come into the show and say whatever they want. So we can have multiple people on at a time. Now we're probably gonna have a couple rough patches because I've never operated a Google Hangout, so I know people can join, multiple people can, so that's what I'm going to be going for. But this is the first one, so we're going to see how all of this shit works. So I'm going to need a volunteer to join the Google Hangout so we can check this shit out. I know my boy Sam Beck, I believe. Oh shit, let me turn that down. I know my boy Sam Beck, I think, wanted to do a full-time family call, but I'm not sure if he's in here. So somebody, anybody got Google Hangouts? Duho Choi. Poor Duho Choi said zero suit. Poor Duho Choi. Jeremy's a beast. Exactly, man. That's what Killer Shimo said. Jeremy's a beast. That's what I'm saying. But so now I'm going to repeat this just until we get a volunteer. Anybody wants to join the Google Hangout, let me know because I want to test this out. I don't know how that works, but I'm definitely trying to figure this out for future fucking references or future instances whenever we're going to be having multiple people on one call. And Google Hangouts the best place to use to my knowledge so far. So anybody in Google Hangout, all you have to have for Google Hangout is a fucking Gmail. If you've got Gmail, you've got Google Hangout. So if somebody wants to hop on this joint, let me know. And so we can just at least get it figured out. I'm probably not going to go too long. Yeah, man. The fights tonight were dope, especially the main card. You know, Uriah Hall versus Vitor Belfort was canceled, and it's looking like Vitor Belfort's going to be fighting Michael Bisping in London in the retirement fight. I think that's actually starting to be reported. It was just a rumor yesterday. Now I think it's a report. So I don't know if that's a pretty big fight for Vitor Belfort. Michael Bisping retirement fight, former champion. Martial Law said, "What up, bro? What up, Martial Law? You got Google Hangout, bro? We need somebody with Google Hangout so we can try and have somebody else join the call. I just want to figure out how to do that tonight, and then we'll probably do something on another day coming up where multiple people can join. What up, London Taylor? London Taylor. Stewie Griffin said Bisping said no. Bisping said no to the Belfort fight. That's interesting because Bisping's kind of the one that got the rumor started because he posted and he didn't say anything about upcoming fight coming up with Belfort, but he posted right after the Belfort fight was canceled, 5 years ago today, and it was him versus Belfort. And I believe if you remember, Belfort's also the one that gave Bisping the eye injury. So it seems like the perfect retirement fight for both of those guys. And so I don't know why. I mean, I think what Bisping say, he doesn't want to be associated with Belfort or something like that. You're already kind of associated with him. You know what I'm saying? So Zero Suit said next Jeremy will take Choi's mom too. Yo, Jeremy Stevens could definitely become the MILF Hunter. That is 100% fact. That's fucking hilarious, bro. Stewie Griffin said Bisping said no because he hates him and he doesn't respect him. That's all the more reason to fight him, right? So what is Bisping? Bisping was going to fight Yoel Romero, or I guess is that a no? Was he not going to fight Yoel Romero because he doesn't respect? What, do you only fight people you respect? I don't understand that. That seems like more of a reason to fight him. That seems like it would sell the fight more. Isn't he also the guy that gave you this injury? Both of you guys are coming up on your retirement fight. Who else is Bisping going to fight in his retirement fight? Come on, dog. 24/7 said 24/7 Fader said we in this bitch. Martial Law said day one, baby. Hey, does any one of you got Google Hangouts? Because I just want to at least have one person try to join the Google Hangout so I can figure out how that works before I get off of here, because that's my goal with this whole live stream. What's up? Bada bing, bada boom. He said, I can see Ortega waiting it out and Emmett versus Stevens happening. Emmett versus Stevens sounds like a really dope fight. That's probably not the one Jeremy Stevens wants, but Jeremy Stevens is definitely DTF down to fight anybody. I don't think that's what Luke Thomas was saying. He said whenever he asked Jeremy Stevens, I believe, why is he taking the fight with Duho Choi, he said, I didn't know we could turn down fights. And he was kind of, joking, but at the same time, Jeremy Stevens is not one to turn down fights. And Josh Emmett is looking for an opponent. What about Ricardo Lamas? Who was going to be fighting? There was somebody else at featherweight that won tonight that might fight Ricardo Lamas that I was looking at. It was the other Team Alpha Male, who was Darren Elkins. Maybe Darren Elkins versus Ricardo Lamas, and then we can have Josh Emmett versus Jeremy Stevens. I like those featherweight fights for sure. Bada bing, bada boom. 24/7 Faded said, I think Van Zant's injury was awkward. Yeah, it was really awkward, bro. And it's in the reason I kind of called shenanigans is also if you think about Paige Vanzant, she can move like to the Ronda Rousey route, like acting, WWE, Dancing with the Stars. She's already done. So in order to not like completely destroy her own credibility, it would make sense to kind of say, "Fuck, I broke my arm in the first round," and then start going and acting, and it gives you time off. And because check this out, if Paige Vanzant loses to Jessica Rose Clark, what is she gonna do? Start being a fucking journeywoman at flyweight? She already said she can't make 115 pounds, or when she does, the weight cut's terrible, and she passed out during the weight cut. So that's why she was, gonna look to move up a weight class. And now with this loss, if you didn't break your arm, you're just going to become a journeywoman because you've got Valentina Shevchenko moving toward the title. Now Jessica Rose Clark with 2 wins at flyweight. So unless Paige Vanzant would rather be a journeywoman at flyweight, it probably makes more sense and sounds a lot funner to go and be in more of an entertainer, whether it's on a TV show or a movie or dancing with, something like that. So Paige Vanzant's got a lot of opportunities outside of fighting. So, and I didn't, and also, yeah, they didn't even show where she broke her arm in the fight. So maybe she did. I'm sure maybe we'll see an x-ray tomorrow and that motherfucker will be snapped in half or something. No, I'm just fucking around. I don't know what's going to happen, bro. I need somebody with Google Hangouts. Y'all ain't fucking hearing me, bro. Somebody's got to try and join this joint. That's what I really want to figure out. That's the whole goal of this live stream, is to figure out how to get more than me on a Google Hangout, so we can have like 3 or 4 people at a time, because now we're starting to get to the point where multiple people are requesting community calls and wanting to hop on the podcast and shit like that, which I'm down with. But for one, those things, scheduling is really just annoying. I hate trying to schedule those calls, and when you miss it and then do. I really want to do one with Mastermind MMA Media coming up, but then there's also like 3 other people that want to do one. So I don't want to just do like 4 fucking this guy a week. We could all just hop on a Google Hangout. So I want to figure that joint out. Now, Marshall Law said, are they going to strip Conor? Okay. Either they're going to strip him or he's going to vacate. He's going to have to choose. But I don't think he wants to just let it go. I don't know. Because Conor's like, we've been seeing Conor kind of back in training. He had the Tony Ferguson GTA picture. So he's kind of seemed down to fight Tony. So it's like, if Conor does get stripped, he's going to say like, man, I was ready to fight, but I need my slice of the pie. So it's looking like Conor's training, but at the same time, nowhere near a fight announcement. As to where Khabib said, big news coming soon. I'm going to be making weight again soon. Tony Ferguson's talking about the true champ defends, and he called himself the true champ. So he's not going to be defending an interim title because Khabib's manager said he's not going to fight for no damn interim title. So literally all signs are pointing toward Conor McGregor giving up that belt. 24/7 Faded said, he said about Paige Vanzant's injury. Sergio Caruvia said T-City would snatch that neck, boy. You talking about Jeremy Stevens' neck? Hey, it would be interesting. That would be his. T-City is a dude that's usually like losing on the fight metrics or losing on the scorecards, and then he finishes the fight in the 2nd or 3rd round. It was a 3rd round, and then most recently the 2nd round. So T-City versus Jeremy Stevens is definitely a hell of a fight. But T-City could just wait for the title shot. I don't know how. Well, no, because that's probably the most realistic opportunity, or the most realistic outcome here, because Max Holloway and Frankie Edgar is already scheduled so soon for UFC 222. So it's not like Brian Ortega's like waiting for an indefinite amount of time. It's pretty soon coming up, that fight. So yeah, T-City will probably be fighting the winner of Max Holloway and Frankie Edgar. But I like the fight bada being said, Emmett versus Stevens. And then we could also have what I suggested earlier, Darren Elkins versus fucking, who was it? Ricardo Lamas. That'd be a dope ass fight. So I know the chat hasn't loaded down. I know there's people that said something, but I should be lagging for some reason on the live chat. So the last thing I said is zero. The last thing I've seen so far is Zero Suit saying Paige broke her pussy. I don't know about that. I think she broke her arm, bro. Stewie Griffith said start making up excuses for Conor. Well, for Conor McGregor, the thing is, Conor McGregor's the champ, so it's not really an excuse when you take into fact the fact that he's likely to beat either Khabib or Tony Ferguson if they were to fight. It's not like he's running from anybody because, you know, he's already beat Eddie Alvarez. He beat Nate Diaz at 170. So what makes you think he's worried about Khabib's grappling? You know what I'm saying? So Conor McGregor, he just fought Floyd Mayweather and he's got that fucking money, yo. I'm just fucking around, bro. Don't tell me to make excuses for somebody because I'll do it, mother. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Enrique Varela said, "You are the man, bro. Love the channel. Much appreciated, Enrique. He spec, good sir. Who's got Google Hangouts, yo?" I said I was gonna stream for like an hour, and fuck, I hope I don't have to because my girl was like, "What, an hour?" I'm trying to fucking go upstairs, and you know what I'm saying. So it'll probably be more like 30 minutes, but I want to figure out this Google Hangout first. I don't know how y'all join this joint. Somebody tell me. Try and join my Google Hangout. I don't even know what you need. What information do you need? My fucking email, my Gmail, fulltimemma1@gmail.com. I mean, what's going on? Enrique Varela said, "Get on mine." Are you talking about your Gmail? I don't know how to do all that yet, bro. That's why I'm trying to figure it out tonight so we can have like 3, 4 people hopping on and saying, "Yo, I think Duho Choi was fucking had a dope first round, and maybe Jeremy Stevens, you know, was gonna fade in the 4th and 5th round, and I thought Duho Choi was gonna win, and I thought you were crazy for picking Jeremy Stevens big full time, but then boom, nigga." No, I'm just yo, motherfucking Stewie Griffin said, "Put in work with your girl, bro. I gotta figure out the Google Hangouts. She just got off work like an hour ago. We still got fucking, you know, no, don't nobody go straight to sleep when they get off of work. So, but still at the same time, I need to motherfucking sooner rather than later. So right now, we've been going for about 10 minutes and nobody's hit me up with the Google Hangout. So I'll probably just end up Googling that shit tomorrow and doing this at a more decent hour when I'm not on a time constraint. So that might just happen. This might just be a UFC St. Louis post-fight hanging with the boys. Speaking of hanging with the boys, there was 2 Team Alpha Male fighters, I believe, on the main card, right? Darren Elkins, who else was Team Alpha Male out there? Dude, Paige Vanzant was former Team Alpha Male. That's something to motherfucking bring up, dog. Paige Vanzant, they said officially on the broadcast, she's left Team Alpha Male down there living and training in Oregon. Why didn't she get no slack for leaving Team Alpha Male, you might ask? Uriah. No, I'm just fucking around. I think it's probably got something to do with, you know, how Dwayne came in and they thought that like Dwayne was still in a way TJ and like TJ was, but I don't know. But I do, that is a very interesting question. I am curious to know the difference between Paige Vanzant leaving Team Alpha Male and TJ Dillashaw leaving Team Alpha Male. Maybe it was just because TJ Dillashaw was the champion and they were like, yo, that's our golden goose as far as one of the dopest fighters, and Paige Vanzant's not really, you know, the champion or whatever. Or I don't know, man. I am curious. I did think about that whenever I heard they say Paige Vanzant left Team Alpha Male on the broadcast. Zero Suit said we need an Asian champ. Andre Sukumtop versus Sean O'Malley. Damn, he can't be an Asian champ because he's about to lose to fucking Sean O'Malley. That's why I don't like that matchup, man. Because I'm a fan of Andre Sukumtop, the Asian sensation. But there's no motherfucking way in hell I'm picking anybody to touch my dude Sean O'Malley coming through with the big motherfucking no look. Ooh, don't fuck with Sean O'Malley. I'm telling you, because he's gonna motherfucking no look. No. Fucking just sleeping shit, bro. Just sleeping shit, dog. So Zero Suit said this ain't the 100 meter dash, and Asian could be the champ, right? I just got that joke like when I was about to respond. But yeah, fucking Asian. What about Lyoto Machida? You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? But he ain't no Brazilian, but you know, he looked Asian and shit. Sounds Asian, Machida and shit. Damn. You know what I'm saying, bro? Yeah, we could definitely have a fucking Asian champ. Hell yeah, dog. Fucking Korean Superboy was coming up. You know, he didn't get the job done, but I'm sure there's some fucking Korean Supermans over there training somewhere. And MMA is forever evolving, so you know what I'm saying? Maybe there's like an Asian American. No, I'm just playing. Sergio Covarrubias said, "Yo, what's up with Usman's performance? He wrestle fucked an unranked fighter with no statement made. He got booed for days, though." Well, Kamaru Usman is in a little bit of a predicament here. He didn't want to fight Emil Meek. Emil Meek even kind of tried to frame the fight like to where before the fight, they kind of made it seem like Kamaru Usman was dodging Emil Meek. That was a little bit disrespectful. We all know that Kamaru Usman's not dodging Emil Meek. But whenever Kamaru, you got to think this fight was rescheduled like 3 different times. It was supposed to be at 219 on a pay-per-view, then 220 on a pay-per-view. Then he got moved to like opening up the main card for fucking UFC St. Louis. So, you know what I'm saying? I understand what you're saying. It wasn't the most entertaining performance, but he did slam him like, what, 3 or 4 times in the fight. And you say wrestle fuck, I think of somebody that's trying to just maintain position, not somebody that's actually battering a guy. And when you saw like fucking Emil Meek's face in that cage and all the blood and the fucking elbows and even the slams, I mean, it wasn't, to me, that wasn't as much of a wrestle fuck. And it's not like Emil Meek was outstriking Usman and he was forced to shoot like you saw in some of the other fights. What was the fight? Fucking James Krause versus Alex White, dope fight. Alex White was definitely winning the striking, the kickboxing, and James Krause was forced to kind of shoot. That was more of a wrestle fuck to me because he wasn't like doing much damage or even battering Alex White at all. He was just losing the striking and won with the wrestling. Now, when you go to the Kamaru Usman fight, there was slams. He wasn't getting clipped up, and he was battering dudes. So I mean, I heard the boos, but I'm not that guy. I wasn't booing. And then he got on the mic and said, fucking Colby Covington, everybody. He said what he had to say. And it doesn't matter. Kamaru Usman, whether you fucking cheer for him or boo for him, he's still no one's going to take the fight with him. He's been calling out on the microphone. He's been calling out ranked fighters. Fucking Colby Covington, RDA, all of these guys at the top after his wins. Hey, I want to fight you. You're ducking me. But it doesn't work for him. So now he's on a 6 or 7 fight winning streak. Had to fight an unranked guy still. And now he's like, yo, who really gives a fuck? I'm either going to get the fight or I'm not. Now at this point, he did say, though, he's going to take the smart fights. It's up to the UFC to make a ranked opponent fight him. But it is what it is, man. He might have to go the Tony Ferguson, Max Holloway 9-10 fight winning streak before he gets an interim title and then fucking eventually gets a title shot. But either way, whether he's wrestle fucking or not, he's dominating. And I don't think it's wrestle fucking. So London Taylor said, do you think Paige Vanzant is overhyped? I don't think she's entertaining at all. As a fighter, her skills, she's not going to be a champion. I mean, this was her chance to be a champion, brand new division. If she was passing out, making 115 pounds, this is the only division for her. There's not going to be like a division in the middle here. So the fact that she kind of got smoked in this fight, when you say, is she overhyped? I don't know what you mean by that because she's still got star potential outside the UFC. She's not overhyped in that way. But if you're saying, like, is she one of the best fighters? If she's hyped up to be that, then yeah, she's overhyped. But if you're talking about just the fanfare behind Paige Vanzant, that's not really coming just from her fights, even though she had that spectacular like front karate kick knockout shit. But her fanfare comes from, for one, her looks, her personality, dancing with the stars and shit like that. So I think that's what she's probably going to start focusing on, especially with the broken arm. I think she's going to start focusing on her opportunities outside of the octagon. So Dean Bison said, dude, did you see Woodley's backstage interview? That motherfucker has lost his mind. No, I did not. What did he say? Please fill me in. I'm going to cut this shit short soon unless somebody says they've got a Google Hangout. I'll come back on tomorrow and maybe some of the people that want to do a community call. Because I wanted the next I definitely want to get with MMA for Mastermind Media for the next actual one-on-one call. But everybody else, Sam Beck and whoever else wants to actually just hop on, we're going to do a live stream tomorrow. Google Hangouts. All you need is a fucking Gmail. So be ready tomorrow. Hop on here, and we're going to talk about everything fucking MMA. I already got 3 news stories I'm going to fucking cover tomorrow. What's his name? Derek Brunson's calling for the Jacare fight to be a title fight, new division. Robert Whitaker, they're saying, is like his division. He had multiple significant injuries Like the UFC statement said Robert Whittaker had multiple severe significant, like, I don't know what's going on with Robert Whittaker and what the actual injury is. That's not revealed, but they said like several significant injuries. So I don't know how Robert Whittaker had several, so that's very interesting to me. I'm going to do a news topic on that, some other stuff to bring to you guys tomorrow. So, I still want to hear what happened in Tyron Woodley's backstage interview, though, and I'm sure I'll see it if nobody says it in the comments. Alberto Castro says, my dude, Funky Tab Man, what up, Alberto Castro? C-Level DC said, what up, full-time family? What is up? Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, all right, y'all. So I'm probably about to cut this joint short right now. I talked a little bit about the post-fight and some of the stuff we're going to get into tomorrow. If you got Google Hangouts, I'm talking to you. No, look, Sean O'Malley Joe shit. Well, if you got Google Hangouts, bro, fuck with me tomorrow. I'm going to drop some news, and then I'm going to let y'all know we're all going to, at least maybe 3 to 4 people, come on, talk about some MMA, and let's fucking do it. So thanks for coming through, everybody. Bada bing, bada boom. Alberto Castro, C-Level DC, Dean Byston, Phil Long Hyun. He said, cannot wait for Tony versus Khabib. Holy shit, I know that's crazy. April 7th in New York. Can you believe it? Now, the only question is Conor McGregor going to vacate or be stripped? That's the only question, but we'll figure that shit out tomorrow. So thanks for stopping by, man. It is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. I'm out until tomorrow, when you guys all better be at the motherfucking live stream ready to hop on. I'm out. No, look, Sean O'Malley, I'm out.